Hello and welcome to episode 2 of series 2 of Become a Legend Story Mode. Now thank you to all the new subscribers, all the new watchers of this channel who joined us for episode 1. It was an exciting start to the series and it's now 11:30 on a Friday in Britain, 11:30 GMT even, and that's when each video comes out. That's when a new Become a Legend Story Mode comes out, every Friday 11:30 GMT, so be here and you can guarantee there will be one. Save any huge catastrophes that prevent that happening. Now, a lot of you have been asking me to release more episodes, to do more regular videos. Well, I would love to, but it just simply cannot be done at the moment. I have a full-time job. I have a basically newborn baby. I have a lot of other responsibilities. There is a way that we can work towards it, though. I'll just give another quick plug to the PES Story Mode Patreon. For just $1 a month, you can help contribute towards a time where I will be doing daily videos. To begin with, if we get to $100, we're at 32. I believe at the moment, so we're not far off. If we get to 100, I'll start doing some live streams. I'm going to commit to at least 2 live streams a month, maybe more. So if you want to help support this channel and also become a co-author or a producer where you get to vote on decisions on this channel, then go and check it out. The link is in the description. And the thing that we're going to be voting on today is going to be what training Gabi is going to be undertaking. We've sorted out all his training stats, the basic stuff, but we're going to choose a skill. So this will be a vote that is going out to the co-authors and the producers, and I'll give them a selection of 3 or 4 of these to choose from. So if you want to vote on that, if you really think he should go for acrobatic finishing, which is going to be one of them, or maybe you think he should go for long-range drive, or one-touch pass, which I think might be good in the 2 centre-forward setup we're going for, then if you become a patron and pledge $1 or more a month, then you can vote on that decision. Now before we get into the first game against Tottenham, I've been having a little trawl back through Gabi Instagram account. It's always interesting to go through footballers' Instagram accounts. There's always some interesting stuff on there. I didn't realise how good a mates him and Neymar are. We spoke a lot in the introduction to this series about how he was touted as the next Neymar. I can sort of see why now. Obviously, they overlapped a bit at Santos. I didn't realise that. And it looks like they were pretty good mates and have been since a very young age. So that's interesting. So we want to turn, or what we said at the end of the intro, is we wanted to turn Gabi into a better Neymar. And I found some interesting stuff in here. Obviously, some nice little pictures of them together. There they are as kids going up through the Santos Academy. And there's some good stuff in here in general. It's nice to see Gabi growing older. I'm just about old enough where my teens aren't all on social media, which is quite a good thing in a way, as this would be, I'm sure, some very embarrassing stuff. But we get to see Gabi grow up through here. He seems to develop the beautifully full beard quite quickly. So I was scrolling up, saw him in the PES shirt. Good effort. He's obviously a bit of a PES ambassador. I know he has been used in the past. He's not really been used much in the marketing now. And then I saw him later on with a young lady, and I thought, oh, excellent. He's found himself the love of his life. No tagging, so you can't go and stalk her. And there was another picture with them. You know, she's a very pretty young lady. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. So I went and had a little Google. Turns out it's Neymar's sister. Yep, Gabi is going out with Neymar's sister. I don't know if they're still together. Then that got me thinking. I don't know if there's much competition between them. It does look like they're good friends. But maybe he's playing the long game. He's thinking, maybe I won't be as good as Neymar now. But if I can get hold of some of Neymar's genes, then maybe my son will be the better player. He will be the heir to the throne. So I'm quite a big fan of that from Gabi. He's obviously thinking of the future. He's obviously trying to secure his legacy. A bit like, I guess, Diego Maradona and Sergio Aguero, or Diego Maradona's daughter even, and Sergio Aguero's son, who's got some serious genes there that's could be some player. But it makes you wonder what his motivations are, doesn't it? Maybe he's just trying to get in Neymar's head. And we've got some serious action now. It's Spurs in the Champions League. Yeah, we're straight into a massive game. And if I remember correctly, yeah, we start. Number 96. Now, a lot of you mentioned that there was a few mistakes in the first episode. Yeah, there was. I don't know much about Portuguese football. Main one is he's number 11 at Benfica and we've gone for 96. Well, I like 96. I feel like it must be a significant number. Oh my chiffing god. What the hell? Jack Wilshere is playing in the midfield for... I don't know if I can play. I might have to just burn everything down. That is a disgrace. That is... I find that insulting and I might have to just carve my eyes out. I'm going to try not to look at that. I'm going to try not to look at Arsenal's favourite son playing in this team. Oh, dearie me. Well, we'll try and ignore that and we'll focus on Gabi. As I said, we chose the wrong number, but he must have chosen 96 for a reason, so I'm fairly happy to keep him with that. the last game we realised that Salvio out on the left does not like to pass. And as someone mentioned, we're trying to get on the end of Pizzi's balls. That might be taken the wrong way. Anyway, let's get into this. So Benfica haven't won a Champions League in their history, and I'm sure it annoys them all the time that Jose Mourinho's Porto were able to win the Champions League. There can't have been many Portuguese teams that have made it that far in the competition. Maybe they have. Again, my history is probably letting me down. But we're here at Wembley today to start our Champions League campaign against Tottenham, against Jack Wilshere's Tottenham. Hopefully we can get off to a really strong start. Nkudu now, down the line to Harry Kane. The top deaf footballer in world football. And he takes it into the corner flag. Nkudu, edge of the box. Eriksen, good hit. The left foot shot flashes wide of Julio Cesar's goal. And, well, it's a good start from both sides. Chances at either end. This could turn out to be a really interesting tie. Both sides need a win in a very, very tricky Champions League group. Ball inside, looking for Jonas. We've made the run, pulled to the near post. Takes it under. Serge Aurier is in there. And without a hint of homophobia, takes the ball back off Gabriel. Oh, once again, though, he's put Eriksen under loads of pressure. It's not the right ball. Jonas will take a shot. We would have been offside there had it fallen to us. Oh, that's good vision there from Gabriel. Finds the run down the right-hand side. Looking for the ball into the box. Gets up with a header. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I do not know what happened there, but that didn't even go remotely in the direction of the goal. Gabi drops deep. Under pressure from Dembele. Great strength there to just hold him off. So easy to lose the ball in those sort of positions, and that's a nice back heel. That wasn't who I meant it to go to. It's found its way through anyway. Edge of the box. Gabi, give it a go. Slow Loris with the great save. Benfica having the lion's share of possession here against the Spurs side, who are maybe struggling to find the home support to G them up at Wembley here. Oh, lovely turn from Jonas, and he should get there ahead of Dyer. And it's gone out, and that's an incredible finish. Who's that? Is that Silva? What a goal that was. Jonas did really well just to let it run through, and it is Rafa Silva who gets the first goal here. And he goes over to what looks like a cine camera from the 1930s, and he celebrates with the crew. Gabi's there as well, hyping him up, and it's a great, great finish. Looked like Jonas had made the wrong decision there. He was pretty much through on goal. Gabi involved in the build-up. Lovely little play there, lets it run through. Surely he was through on goal, but he got the shout from Rafa Silva. Played it back into him, and that is a sublime finish to beat Hugo Lloris. Let's take another look at that. It looked like he was through on goal. That is cheeky. And it's a first-time shot. Let it run across his body. Finished nicely. Dele Alli now. Can Tottenham nick something before the half? They've been second best here throughout this first half. They could build something now. Harry Kane finds Nkudu again. That's a lovely overlapping run there from the wing-back. He steps back inside, pokes it in. Dele Alli's there with the header. And oh dear. Oh dearie me. They did not deserve that. They frankly did not deserve that, but it was a well built up play. I think we saw it coming really. Dele Alli, as he often does, the late run from midfield. He's such a good goal scorer. Oh, I don't like to see him and Jack Wilshere hugging. That pains. Maybe in an England shirt. But anyway, just forget that. Forget that. Benfica players are angry, and rightly so. We've dominated this first half. And there are some fans behind the Wembley barricades. It was well worked. Eriksen found Nkudu. No one with him. Steps back inside. That's nice. And that's a good run and good finish from Dele Alli. And that is half-time here at Wembley Stadium. Benfica will be gutted, and I imagine the stats will show... Well, it's hardly domination, but we were passing the ball around a lot more fluidly. And we made more chances. Gabi had the header that he headed basically upwards. Great goal from Rafa Silva, and then, well, I wouldn't say a trademark goal from Dele Alli, but you've seen him score that sort of goal before. Gabi keeps it moving. Nice play. He's got space to pick out. Pass now. Into Gabi. Has to keep it moving. Oh, space found from him in the box. Hits it with the left foot. Great save from Lloris. Did well there. It was some good interplay. Benfica not rushing things even in the box. Dembele into Eriksen. Dele Alli, the goal scorer, slips it in. Looks to find Harry Kane. Great strength from him. Back into Dele Alli. He's got a shooting chance here. Not very well cleared. It goes back to Dele Alli. We can't get it away. Eriksen's there. Finally, we will get it away. Oh my. Well, it's a very, very early sub for Gabi. I mean, he misplaced quite a lot of passes. I'm not expecting a good rating today. We had chances. Took a couple of good saves from Lloris to keep us out. But only 70 minutes in. We are pulled off by Rue Vitoria. I'm not sure how we were doing for for fatigue, actually. I didn't even check the stamina. I imagine that could have been the problem. We were putting in some miles anyway, but yeah, Benfica have been unlucky. We'll join the action again if anything happens. 73 minutes gone, not too long left in the game. And there we are, it's full time here at Wembley. And no, I'm not going to say disappointing 1-1 draw. It's a shame we couldn't hold on to the lead. We need all the points we can get in this tricky Champions League group. But really, I think we can take heart in the performance. We definitely brought the game to Tottenham. In the end, it was very close in terms of shots, in terms of possession. But we were okay. I don't think Gabi's going to get a very good rating. 6.5, that's okay. It's alright. It's alright. Don't want to be getting much less than that, or it can really affect your chances of getting in the side. So it still pains me to think that Jack Wilshere is playing in a Tottenham shirt. It's disgraceful. Many of you may remember the "What do you think of Tottenham" war cry that he shouted from the bus after we won the FA Cup. I think he was a few beers deep at that point. Yeah, anyway, as we said, difficult group. We've got AC Milan and Dynamo Zagreb in it as well. So before we get into it, you'll all be happy to see that we've got the right teams now. Yep, and we've got new kits as well. Thank you again to Matt, who provided the kits for the first episode. We were really working to a deadline there to get those ready. There wasn't an option file available at that point, but we managed to get it done. And it really helped us get that first episode out straight away. But we've got Portimonense in now. We did an Olhanense instead. We've also got Aves, who are 8th in the league. And they came in for Academic Coimbra, who also haven't been in the league in quite a while, as far as I'm aware. So that's all sorted. Now let's get into the second game of the episode, which will be Vitória de Setúbal. As you can see, we've got new kits in there, looking lovely. And we start again. Let's have a look and see how we're doing. Upward arrow, excellent. Need to get a goal today against what I imagine is not as strong a team as Spurs. Let's go. So as I mentioned last time, the next thing for me to do is sort out the stadium. So we've got the right stadium names. But this looks to be the right sort of size stadium, I imagine. Vitória de Setúbal. I don't know what this team is actually called. Maybe it's Vitória. Maybe it's Setúbal. I don't know. I'm happy to have any sort of teachings around the Portuguese league in the comments. Let me know the things that I'm getting wrong. The pronunciations, all of that stuff. I'm here to learn. I'm willing to learn. And if you watch the Master League story mode, know that I've got an excellent French accent, so maybe learning some Portuguese, it's not beyond the realms of possibility. Let's go. Come on then. Adinho under pressure. Runs the ball out to Nuno Pinto, but we get it away. And Gabi makes himself available. Edge of the pitch. Steps inside there nicely. It's for the slip ball into Jonas. What a ball that is. What vision. One more. No, along the ground, Jonas. Hey, Caralho. I used to work with a Portuguese man, actually, and that's the only thing I can remember him ever saying was Caralho. I might be getting the pronunciation of that wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's not a good thing. Oh, big mistake there. And now Gabi can streak through the centre. It's got Fernandes with him. Will he get the shot away? Well blocked there. Couldn't quite get away. Worked the space. It was really industrious play, though, to get in the way. Win the interception in the first place. He was all alone, so he had no other option really to go for goal, but it was good defending in the end. Jonas holding it up, looking for the run of Gabriel. Doesn't fall to him, but it will fall now. Gabi, can he score this one? He can. That was fortunate, but it took a good finish in the end. I mean, you've got to be in the... They all count, as is the famous saying. And that one counts for one, as all goals do. But it doesn't count for any less than that, which is, I guess, what the saying is saying. But it fell kindly, but he showed good composure there. He knew he had a little bit of time, so he squared himself up. And then he just drilled it top bins with that lovely little left foot he's got. Jones holding it up. He was looking for the ball through. He was about to play it, and then he actually was a good challenge from Jonas. And worked it back onto the left. Great finish. And we're off. That's a poor ball in. Didn't quite have the quality that Tottenham had as Ali scored the last goal. And that will be half-time here. And Gabriel back on the score sheet in the Liga NOS. And it's 39 minutes, and he grabbed what was a gift-wrapped goal. No doubt about that. But you've got to thank Jonas for the hard work. He couldn't quite put the ball through. And although we've only had 40% possession, we go in here at half-time a goal up. That's fine. That's fine. Patrick now. He's seen more of the ball than anyone else. I think he might be the right back. He's bombing forward. Looks to put a ball in. It's well blocked, but it is out for a throw. Setúbal still seen more possession than us. And that's punted wide. Jonas does really well here. And if you can... Oh, no, that was not... I didn't want that. That was... I was trying to make the... Oh, that's annoying. Jonas, that was your ball. You've done all the work there, mate. Oh, dearie me. That was going to be a guaranteed goal, but then we got attracted like a magnet to the ball. We didn't want it. We did not want that. Oh, Adinho does well. Looks for the curling effort. Well wide. Disappointing passage of play there. Good build up here from Benfica. Will the ball come in or not? I don't know if it will, but Gabi's there. And the header, I think he's offside. Yeah, he's offside. No. Yep. What's happening here then? Oh, he's offside, yeah. Oh, bloody hell. Take your time, linesman. It felt like we were well offside. There's no doubt about that, I'm sure. Ooh, it was pretty close. Pacienza, lovely ball into Adinho. He's away. And it's a great save from Julio Cesar. First real save of the game there for the Brazilian. And it needed to be a good one. It was Gabi who gave it away in the centre. That was poor. And then the chip ball through is well weighted into the striker. Adinho took it down. Well, that is a world-class save from a legendary keeper. But the danger not over. Setable will put a ball into the box now. Nuno Pinto with the header in. Oh, Gabriel, great clearance there with the head. But it's not away though. Teixeira with the effort. Oh, that's a great goal. And Setable right back in this one, 74 minutes in. Can you blame Gabi for that? I mean, he gave the ball away to concede the corner. That's no good, really. This one surely will be flighted in, looking for Jonas. The ball's over the top. It could fall to Gabi here. Oh, it's the winner. Oh, that is nice. That is the sort of... what's it? What's the word I'm looking for? That is a poacher's finish. That's it. Just sniffing around as the defence thought they were safe, but nope. Gabi was there. Gabi was there, and you cannot rest for a second when this man in such great form is around. He's started his Benfica career at a blistering pace. And this looked to be over here, but Gabi snuck in, and then it's a simple finish. You've got to be there, and that seems to be what he's good at. Just being in the right place at the right time. It wasn't a great free kick. Don't really know who that was going for, but it's poor defending, actually. Maybe hint of a foul there on the defender. I don't know. He was about to clear, but Gabi put his body on the line, got in the way, and then finished well again. It's been 2 gifts now. This is like Christmas and then a present for New Year, maybe. You know, Christmas and Hanukkah, I don't know. But Gabi's enjoying himself, whatever. And that should be the end of the game here if we can win this one back. Will they have one last chance here, Setable? In the dying embers? No, they won't. And it's a well-fought win. Now, you've got to say that Gabi's goals were a little sloppy from the defence. I think we can agree on that. But, as I said, they all count, and you've got to be in the right place at the right time. And for the second one especially, he was definitely in the right place at the right time. And that's what you want from a striker. You don't need to be scoring pretty goals all the time. To be fair, if we're trying to become the next Neymar, I would rather become the next, who's a Brazilian striker who just scores goals and doesn't really do much else. No, I can't think of any right now. I was going to say Ronaldo, but obviously he was an incredible talent technically as well. But, you know, if we have to be a goal poacher, if we have to be the Gary Lineker of Brazil, then I'll happily take that if we can keep scoring at the rate that we are. Deserved win? Maybe not. A win, definitely, and one we needed, and a nice 7 and man of the match for Gabi. Good stuff. Great, we needed that. We really needed that, just to keep us within striking distance of Porto and Sporting and Maritimo, who have started incredibly well. They've only conceded 1 goal in 4 games. Oh, and Setable were ahead of us. Actually, they were doing well, weren't they? Yes, they were undefeated until today, until they decided to just roll the ball to Gabi wherever he was on the pitch. And that's 4 and 5 now for the man who started at an incredible pace. People are starting to remember why he was so highly rated at Inter. Difficult to tell if you don't play him, that's what I always say. Has this been enough to get him in the national team? Not yet, but I feel like that's not far off if we keep scoring at this rate. So things get no less exciting as we move into the 3rd game of this episode. Thank God we're starting for the Lisbon Derby. Now the Derby de Lisboa is, as ever, with a crosstown rival. A hotly contested game. The rivalry itself originated back in 1907 when 8 Benfica players moved to Sporting before the first derby. I mean, I can see how that might have caused a bit of bad blood. So since then they've met 299 times and Benfica are ahead with 130 wins. And it's Eusebio who scored the most goals. Excellent. What a derby this is. Players like that playing in it. Let's get into it. Losing is not an option. We get a lovely little cutscene. Nice. You know what the supporters expect from us against our local rivals, so let's get out there and give them what they want. Yep. Well, what I'm sure they want is more Gabi goals, and that's what we're going to try and provide. Let's see how we're feeling for this one. Yellow. That's not great. Jimenez starts today ahead of Jonas. Don't know why. Maybe that's a form thing. There's a real lack of the flashing arrows that you often get. Ooh, Sporting have signed Emre Can. So it's a good signing, that. It's a good signing. They've got Fabio Contrao as well. William Carvalho. It's a good side. It's a good side. And in the league, we're only a few points off them. So it's going to be a big game, whatever. They don't seem to have a sponsor. I don't know. I thought they were a licensed side. That's weird. Let's get into it. As with any local derby, the thing that's really at stake is bragging rights. You want to know that when you go into work tomorrow, and there's more than likely to be some Sporting fans there, that you've got the banter prepared. And I mean that's what we need to do today. We need to humiliate this side. We need to continue the great form, but they're a good side, obviously. And they've got players like William Carvalho just sitting in front of that back four, who will be doing the dirty work, I'm sure, making things very difficult for Gabi, who's been dropping deep really well recently to link up play. So that could be difficult. Let's go. Come on. Oh, and that's a lovely ball out to Ruiz, who's found himself in an absolute acre of space. Waiting for backup, steps back inside. Gelson Martinez now. Gelson Martins even into the box. He does well to get away from his man. Back to Acuna. That's wide. And thank God. It's end-to-end stuff here. What an excellent derby this is shaping up to be. It's Jimenez now playing up front. Gabriel's just kept running. Plays it back inside to Jimenez. It's the ball over the top. What a ball that is. Can we take it down? Away from the man. It's got to be the fit. No. I was expecting the keeper to come out. No way. It was so well built up there as well. Should have finished that one. He's been so clinical in front of goal up till now. Maybe it's the pressure of the derby. Who knows? That should have been 1-0 here. It's a nice ball out to find Ruiz. Oh, puts in an early ball looking for Doss. What a ball that was. Just slightly overhit. Long ball into Gabi. It's another great ball. He's beaten the Sporting defence. He'll get away from his man, and this time he finishes. And there it is, a goal in the derby. He's got to be pleased with that. Got to be pleased. He's scored so many goals already in the red of Benfica, but none more important than this one. We saw it was a high line. We knew there was going to be space in behind. It's not been Benfica's way, really, to be playing the long balls, but Gabi called for that one, and it was well met. I don't know who it was who put the ball through in the same fashion as the one that he missed, but he, still full of confidence. You've got to watch this run here into the space. He saw the defender playing him on. He took a touch just enough to get away from the centre-back, and that is well taken. I think the last one, he just had too much time. Look at this run here. You see they're splitting the defenders, but you can see the one to his left, keeping him onside. Great first touch away from his man. One more touch just to work the angle, and what a finish that is. And coming at a perfect time as well. It's half-time is nearly upon us. As we can keep Sporting out now, Benfica faithful will be very pleased with how we started this game. Piccini now into Martins, who's been the danger man so far for Sporting, and that's a nice ball into Emre Can. Back to Martins, looking for options now. Piccini, Can, Ruiz. Martins can't get there, and it's a header out for a corner now. Got to keep things tight. Only 2 minutes left in the half. Don't know who this new keeper is, but he needs to do something good here. That's a great cross in. Oh, that's a really well done. Oh my God. Half time is upon us, and that's a great performance. Gabi came back very, very quickly from what was a very, very disappointing miss, and he slotted one home with the sort of confidence that he's shown so far. If anything, the first effort was out of character. So let's keep this going. Sporting have had the possession, but we've worked the keeper more. That's often what counts in a derby. Just got to take your chances. Doss now, the big striker. Oh, that's a great ball into Ruiz. Oh, great save. Don't know who that keeper is again, but needed to keep that one out, and he did it really well. It's the big striker, Doss, who I like the look of, actually. And that was a cultured ball on the outside of the boot. Perfectly weighted into Ruiz. Good save there, though. One touch passing again, and that's a lovely ball out. Can he find Gabi now? Oh, what a touch. Still keeps hold of it. Just to work the shooting chance. The curling effort is well wide. That's selfish. But he worked that all himself. I think he had every right to take it. Good hold-up play. Good strength. Finds his way away from two players. And then back onto the left. It was always going to be a difficult one to curl from that distance. Gabi still making runs. Ball through, looking for the striker, and there it is, and it's another famous win for Benfica, and they go away from home, and a win in the derby is always sweet, but especially another win away from home, and another win that will see us move ahead of Sporting in the league. That's beautiful. And Benfica, the side in this derby who've won the most derbies in their history, add another one to their tally. And it was a closely fought game all the way through. Sporting will feel like they could have got something out of this, but it was Gabi goal, the difference again, and once again man of the match. I think that showed real character to come back and score a goal after missing one. And yeah, we do go ahead of Sporting, and now only 3 points behind Porto. And that's 5 and 6, still keeping that up. We're due an attacking prowess and ball control boost very soon. That's looking good. So final game of the episode, and it's another big one. This is a absolutely action-packed episode, and we start again, and you really have to start him, don't you, Rui Vitória, with the form that he's in. But this is an incredible episode. Let's just get straight into this one, shall we? So once again, it's the pomp and ceremony of the Champions League. I'm sure Gabi will be pleased that he's still playing Champions League football. He still had a chance to. I'm sure that's one of the reasons he would have wanted to move away from Santos, is to get to play at the very highest level. And he probably didn't think that was going to happen, especially being in the doldrums at Inter for so long. But he got a great move to Benfica, which I think was a very smart loan move for him. Hopefully they'll look to exercise the buy-on clause in his contract, especially with how well he's been playing. I expect he'll be there next season. And I'm sure it'll be just as sweet as well, just a little bit sweeter to get a win today against the rivals of the club who have loaned him. Not that I'm sure he's that bothered about being an Inter player, but still, I'm sure he'll be happy with it. Gabriel's there. It's not going to fall to him, but it will fall for Jonas, and that is unfortunate. Keeper kept it out, but it came off the boot of the defender, Mauri. And, yeah, that's us off the mark. Jonas is having a great game so far. Dream start here, 15 minutes in. Benfica on home turf are off to a great start against AC Milan. Suso, though, will look to change things, and that's great running from him. Ex-Liverpool man. Back to Mauri it goes, and they found Suso in a bit of space. It's good defending, though. Benfica looking to rush in. Gabi staying on the far post. This could fall, and it's fallen again to Benfica. And it's some more calamitous defending. And who's this? It's Andre Almeida, the defender, I believe, maybe. I'm still not 100% sure of the positions everyone's playing. Gabi stayed deep, waiting for the ball to come out, but it was a scramble. And AC Milan now 2 down, and this could be a massive result for Benfica. Long ball. Challenge, great hold-up play there from the centre forward. Now Mauri will find Conti out on the right-hand side. Lovely ball, and Suso's there with the header. Incredible save from Julio Cesar, diving down to his left-hand side. This guy's rolling back the years with some of these saves at the moment. And half-time here, and Benfica ahead as we go in at the break. And we're dominating possession, we're dominating the goals, and we are dominating just about everywhere at the moment. AC Milan look shook. They don't really know what's hit them. As Benfica have come out all guns blazing and really taken the game to them. Let's keep this going. That's great play from AC Milan, looking to pounce on that mistake. Conti will have it wide here. Oh, a lovely step back inside. Ball inside to Chalinic. Oh, that could have been dangerous, and it is going to go out for a corner. Gabigol giving the ball away on the break, and AC Milan pouncing on it straight away. They're putting the pressure on here. They bring on Shalanolu. We don't want to be giving anyone any free kicks. Gabi, good header away again. Oh, now there's a chance. It's a 3-on-2 opportunity here if he didn't mess that up so badly. Bonucci puts the ball into Chalinic. Into Cesar. That should have been pretty comfortable breakaway there. It's off to Gabriel. Steps away from Eremenko nicely, but that's not a good ball. Easily intercepted by Abate. Gabi tries to do his best to get back, but AC Milan now bombing forward again. 70 minutes gone. They're looking to get back into this game now. Lovely ball out to Abate. Steps back onto his right. Eremenko now put a ball in. Chalinic is there with a header. Oh, you beautiful Brazilian bastard. Julio Cesar keeping us in it again. That's nice. Gabriel now. Just pokes it into the path of Jonas. He won't be able to take this one down. That was rash. That was very rash. It's only a yellow for Gabi. My word, that could have been straight red there. It's meant to be just a blocking tackle, but he had the momentum, kept going straight through the Milan defender. And that's me off. Yep, well, Vitória's pulled us off with 10 minutes to go. That's fine, we weren't having the best game. And getting a yellow card, probably the smart move to take him off. Although he's hardly a player who gets a lot of cards, but still, if we can hold on to this 2-0 win now just for the last 10 minutes of this game, then this will be a really, really important win for us in the Champions League. We want to be challenging on all fronts. And in the difficult group that I keep mentioning, getting a win against AC Milan now would be absolutely key. Just keep the ball, lads. Just keep it. Just keep it. Just keep it. Alright, this is done. 89 minutes. It's been a great performance. AC Milan haven't really been able to trouble us. Challenge has been doing a good job of holding the ball up. He didn't really have the runners off him to trouble us. And this will be a famous win at home for Benfica. And what an episode this has been. We've performed so well. Not just Gabi, but the whole side. Benfica now find themselves in an excellent position in both the league and the Champions. Match day 2 sees us go top of the group. Lovely stuff. 4 points apiece between us and Spurs. And AC Milan, well, they'll be disappointed to go out of this, especially with the money that they've spent in the summer. And we make it into the team of the month. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. So what an episode this has been. It's been exciting. We've scored some good goals. We've scored some scrappy goals. We've scored a lot of goals. And in the next episode, we've got Rio Avenue, Setúbal again. I think that's in the Cup. Yeah, in the Portuguese Cup. Then Zagreb and then Morense. So not quite as difficult games, but we've come out of a run of 4 really tricky games with 3 wins and a draw and a lot of goals for Gabi. You can't really argue with that. As I said, if you're a producer or a co-author, which means you're pledging $1 or more on the Patreon, then you will be getting a vote very soon as to what special training we go for with Gabi to try and just turn him into that slightly better player. That's all from me. I'll see you in a bit.